the case? Is that indeed the case? Let me quickly check it. Yeah, okay, we are live, so we can start. So for those that don't know, my name is Hightech, of course, and this is a second live stream today. So Jesus is King, and let's go without further explanation. The rest you will find out while the live stream is going. So if you guys have any questions, of course, ask in the live chat. And yeah, the title of this live stream is "This coin will make another 104DX," and of course, I'll talk about it a little bit further. Why? Because let some people gather here, and yeah, so then don't miss on that important piece of information. And yeah, so I'm going to run it in a very relaxed manner. I will wait until this live stream gets a little bit of visibility. By the way, if there is any disconnection, worry not, because 30 seconds, 1 minute break and it will reconnect, with the exception of X, formerly known as Twitter, because Twitter just does not have that kind of functionality. So there it will just cut it off and it will end there. So yeah. So now I'm resuming live streaming on X. Before I was just posting only the link to my YouTube channel, but I have come to conclusion that why wouldn't I do both? I will be posting a link to my YouTube channel and with a post encouraging to visit, because I'm very keen to make airdrops for those that participate in the convo here, and if I like a chatter here or there, I will definitely ask them for their CA, Solana CA. Well, of course, I must see engagement, right? Somebody who comes here and says hi, then definitely will not make it. If it says hi and then nothing else, definitely will not make it. But if someone runs a conversation, helps me with content creation here, helps me with maintaining it interesting, then yeah, I mean, that's all, the only correct thing to do. So yeah, so I resumed live streaming on X as well, and so this one goes actually to 5 platforms at once, and what platform it goes even twice, in vertical mode, in mobile mode, let's say, and let's see how much love I'll get today. So share, like, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so. Subscriptions are of course the most important. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we'll be discussing what the hell is going on in the crypto market, right? Are we going higher? Are we going lower? Like, what is up? So as you see, some of the coins are doing pretty good. Yesterday, of course, was much better. We saw much more green than today, but today is not that tragic either. I mean, some of the coins are, slightly giving back partially the profits they generated the day before yesterday and yesterday. I think that's perfectly fine, to be honest. I don't think that's anything that should get you worried, especially when we look at Overstrat. What I've been pointing out, Overstrat is the secret to what is actually the actual condition of the crypto market. And right now it's holding on very, very well, because as long as we are above 245, 250 support band, and above this downtrending line here in purple, violet, That's actually a very good sign. Very, very good sign, given how big two sell-offs we just had last 30 days. So I think we are literally ready to start position waiting for the shots to get fired, and a wild run will begin. And I don't know to some, I mean, I know to some of you, it probably plays on your nerves because many of you have lost vast amounts of money recently. But that's mostly because you guys trade on leverage, and this market is very highly volatile. On leverage, generally speaking, you stand no chance unless you are absolutely crushing it on the spot. Then you will just prolong, extend the inevitable, which is a total wipeout of your balance. But yeah, since most of you don't even make money on spot trading, then leverage trading just speeds it up by a factor of I don't know, 10, 20, 50, some cases even 100. So yeah, but the setup we are having right now is very, very unique. It's been a while since I've seen something like this in the crypto market. Actually, I have not seen anything like this since 2020, and I've been here for 11 years. It's been 11 years, I'm staring at those charts, and I'm making money on it. And yeah, last time it was March in 2020. The sentiment, the level of oversold of the altcoin market, everything is on absolute extremes. So it cannot result in anything different rather than at least a huge reaction rally. But in these terms, a huge reaction rally will be probably leading to the new highs. At least this chart right here, the other chart, local highs, of course, new local highs. So yeah, the more negative you are about what we can see here, the more negative you feel, the more, let's say, pessimistic you are, the closer we are to the ultimate bottom. Because remember, bottom does not form when everyone is in good humor. Absolutely not. Bottom forms when everyone has absolutely enough, wants to throw it, throw it in the corner and cover it with a carpet and forget about it for a very, very long time. When sentiment is like this, then we know it's either the bottom or we are just about to see a bottom that is very, very close from here. So it feels like it. Right now, it definitely feels like it. In 11 minutes, we will know what is the Fear and Greed, crypto Fear and Greed index read for today. Has been 25, but that was actually collected yesterday. In 11 minutes, we will know what is the read from today. So that's why I'll definitely keep it up for the next 11 minutes. Altcoins is on 29, so also very, very low. And I'm very curious how Bitcoin dominance is going to close. Right now, it is closing in red. I mean, when candle looks like this, the candle body is super squashed. The color that doesn't really mean much anymore. It just adds a pinch of salt, let's say, to one or the other narrative. Doesn't really carry much power. But since this is a dominance chart, so it works slightly different than a regular price chart. So I think it will. I mean, once we get it red, I think we'll gain a little bit more probabilities behind this thing finally breaking down and resuming the downtrend, right? Because in the macro picture, I mean, all of this is actually a downtrend, right? Here we are having probably just a reaction rally. 99.99% of probabilities this is just a reaction rally that will end up in a violent breakdown, which we should see literally within days, maybe even tomorrow, who knows. If you guys have any questions, of course, ask me in the live chat, and don't forget about subscribing to the channel. For now, I see I get very few views on X, so yeah, that's why when I stopped live streaming on X, I wasn't really that let's say that worried about there, because I wasn't getting much visibility at that platform anyway. So yeah. Okay. I will refer to the title soon. Don't worry. Stay around. I will explain you what I mean. But first, let's review what's out there, how things have progressed since my last live stream a few hours ago. I live stream at least once a day, sometimes even twice a day, and sometimes even thrice a day. So, if you like, this type of a format, if you, I don't know, if you're vibing with me here, then you can get that at least every day, at least once a day, right? Every day, at least once a day. So yeah, liquidations so far remain more or less the same as they were, very low. 37 million on Ethereum, like quite regular, 29 million on Bitcoin, almost the same numbers as several hours ago. And I wonder how liquidity heat map is looking now. Quite even. I would say very balanced. Slightly more liquidity above the price than beneath, but not much of a difference. Just distribution is looking slightly different, and that's it. Like, who knows? Maybe it's actually 50-50. Okay, no, the weekly is actually the same. Interesting, very interesting. I always tell you not to put too much trust into those liquidation heat maps, because they are heavily spoofed. Usually they are very heavily spoofed. Oh, I see. So I just gained an additional subscriber, one more subscriber. That's cool. Whoever comes is definitely welcome. So I guess, whoever shows you that these graphics and is telling you, is trying to portray himself as if he just gained a secret knowledge, just know these things can be heavily spoofed. And with the spoofing, the biggest problem of spoofing is that it costs zero. It's the cheapest manipulation out there, because it literally costs zero. And it's quite efficient. I mean, history proves it's quite efficient. So you should never give it too much of benefit of a doubt. At times it shows you the real situation. I mean, the real, let's say, state of the picture, but mostly not. Mostly not, and that is good to remember. So yeah, I mean, from these coins here, what do I have got? But I have a high I have in trade, that's for sure. I forgot I have high. Okay, I put it wrong, and I have got no idea what that coin does, or what it is. What's the narrative behind it? I told you guys, my systems trade over 200 coins, and I know just a handful of them. What they really do, the rest, I don't know. It's just a ticker to me. Let's take a look. Okay, so this one is okay. So this one entered here. Interesting. This one entered here. It went sideways for a while, and now it's pumping. And as we speak, it's giving me plus 15%, but in the peak it was at plus 50. But probably just completely cracked all of the bearish structures that it had on, let's say, medium time frames. In my dictionary, medium time frames is like in between 15 minutes, or actually 1 hour and the daily, and above daily we are talking about large time frames. I don't think you should use monthly candles on crypto. Why? Because this market is just too young. You don't really get much data, historical data from monthly candles. This market has a little bit different temper than, let's say, stock market. Although the stock market, I must say, I admit it's adjusting. Right? It is trying to be as attractive. It is chasing the volatility crypto has. So yeah. It's not like I do not see it. I see it. I say that stock market is trying. It's trying. They try their best to steal the show, but it's not going to be possible at the end of the day because crypto is has global reach. That's first. Its availability is global, and that's first. And second, those are in terms of, let's say, in terms of capitalization against stock market, pretty much all of the cryptos are penny stocks. So yeah, by nature it will be more volatile. So yeah, okay. So in my opinion, things are looking really good. Not only because of the market structure, but also because of how bad the sentiment is, and also because how heavily oversold this market has been last month, historically oversold. And like I said, this is a very rare confluence, very, very rare. It happened only once in the past so far, and you can check yourself on the Bitcoin chart what was the outcome of it. Okay, let me remind you. Let's just move back in time. Let's revisit those times, and here it is. You see what happened shortly after. It was absolutely epic. We went on the one of the biggest pumps ever. And of course, this is a Bitcoin chart. It is not aggregated altcoins chart, but the behavior is very similar. So we had this first dip, later we had this secondary dip, second checkout, and shortly after we went off to the races, right? So that is why after we got this first big sell off, I was telling you there's going to be another dip because it always comes after big shakeouts, and then we will be ready, to start the race. So this one is actually also visible on the weekly. Here was the first big sell off, second big sell off, and now we are ready to get off to the races. So yeah, just be ready. Just be ready because only days are separating us from it. Only days. I mean, we've been waiting long enough. Definitely long enough. It's been like what, 3 years? Almost 4 years. That also translates to the altcoin season that is just around the corner to be probably the most powerful we've seen yet, because that's literally the mathematics of redistribution slash a reaccumulation that is cyclical in any market. So yeah, that's of course good news. That's good news. And I also allow, let's say, in my head, um, in the future that is going faster than us, I also allow a scenario in which we try to retest this downtrending line, bounce from it, and then start rallying. That is also possible. So don't freak out if that happens. We can get a solid week beneath it, then close a candle body above it, and then go completely parabolic. So eventually know that things can go this way too, and that will not ruin this setup that we are having here. Absolutely not. Oh yes, now I see I'm getting a little bit of a reach from YouTube. 43 views, 2 likes, 3 concurrent viewers. All right. Not so bad. Do I have anything to add here? Let me review the live chat. If you guys have any questions, of course, ask me in the live chat, because that is why the format of this channel is like this. So we can interact, we can talk, we can exchange thoughts, we can agree, disagree, whatever. I think it's just much more interesting this way. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's go over to X. Let's see what I've got on my X timeline. What new has popped up? Follow show me your landing page. This guy is a marketing guy. I don't know why I'm having him here. He has nothing to do with crypto, so get out. The door is there. Just get out. 10 million impressions. All I got was $367. Okay, this is another guy, marketing guy. This is a local story here. Finance guy. The Dr. Simon Godek asks what radicalized you. What radicalized you guys? In my case, it was a bank refused payment processing for my business, and then I started to search for alternatives. And then I remembered, there is something like Bitcoin that actually can allow me to process payments without asking anybody for permission. Finance guy, buy Bitcoin, not crypto. Bitcoin is crypto, by the way, if you haven't known. Some weird guys say Bitcoin is not crypto. Well, Satoshi Nakamoto called it crypto. Crypto is a short for cryptocurrency, of course. It's cryptocurrency in short, just. So it's the first cryptocurrency, so I don't know where that narrative comes from. It's just stupid. What the hell? Douglas A. Bone part? What feels illegal but isn't? What the hell? It happened. What this guy is showing here? $444,444. What is he talking about? Okay, whatever. Let's scroll down. Justin Albro has bets big on Zcash. BitMEX co-founder says Zek is now the second largest holding in his family office. Maelstrom behind only Bitcoin. I think he's just pumping Zcash. I do not trade Zcash. Why? I mean, I used to trade Zcash, but Binance refused me to, because of my citizenship. They blocked me from trading Zcash. That's the only reason I did not trade Zcash, because my system used to trade Zcash for me. And that's very unfortunate, because it would give me 4 doubles, 3 doubles. Because here was 1, 2, and 3 doubles. And who knows, maybe it's going to get, maybe it's going to make a fourth one, but it already has made like 12x. So that's a little bit difficult from here. And the higher it is, the likelier it is for have a sizable correction. By the way, the correction that it just had, right, this one here, this is a very, very mild move for uptrend this violent. So yeah, if I were you, if you bought the top and now you're seeing this decline, I would totally not be scared of it just yet. It can also go sideways, consolidate, and maybe go a little bit higher. But generally speaking, this is, you should not be chasing charts looking like this. Absolutely not. A chart that you should be excited for is like the most iconic one. I know there's many of them. Actually, majority of altcoins, they look like they're about to go to zero. So I don't know, Polkadot, for example, right? One of the charts that resembles many other altcoin charts. So when we go over to the weekly, right, it looks like it wants to fall to zero with this one here. So yeah, if a given coin looks like this, probably is going to do remarkably well for the next few weeks at least. Why? Because it's just so beaten up, so against the ground, face down, that it will have to see some sort of a rebound, some sort of a recovery. There's just no other way. That's how it works. So yeah, okay, speaking of the title, right? This coin will make another 140x. Those that know me for a while, those that watch me for at least few episodes probably already know what I'm talking about. And obviously, I cannot talk about any other thing with such potential but high tech, right? So the meme coin, the only meme coin I advertise here, I promote here, it actually already has done over 140x until today, and it's in the peak it even made 307x. Now it's at 143x because it started at $1. So whatever price in dollar you see, that's the multiplier, right? And given how small it is and how small circulation it is, and circulation will remain small, how small the liquidity pool still is, 140x from here I think is totally possible. So yeah, you'll find the link to it in the description section of this live stream if you watch it on YouTube or if you watch it on Rumble or if you watch it on Kick. If you watch it on X, then just go to my profile and the pinned post is literally the tutorial how to acquire high tech. So yeah, that's actually not a secret, and I know you may be shaking your head right now, but it already happened, right? People were shaking their heads when we were here, and I was saying exactly the same here. I was saying literally the same. Get yourself $1 to $2 or $3 because you will see it's going to pump like crazy. It went to $307, and now it's consolidating around 140, in between 140 and 150. So yeah, just don't miss it second time because there will be second time, there will be third time, there will be fourth time, and it's always sad when you see pump that circulates around you, but you never experience them. So yeah, guys, share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget about that part. And that will be it for today. For today, depending on your time zone. I live stream at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. So yeah, we'll definitely see each other very shortly. So thank you for the time.